Hi guys, this is Karen and welcome to another video, and today I'm going to do a shop my stash makeup a day, and I'm really excited because there are a lot of things that I have and haven't used for a long time and I want to reuse them today. I don't want to buy anything new. Well, I do have two packages on the way. Well, one is on the way, one hasn't shipped yet, but there are two packages that will be on the way to me, but I'm trying not to buy as much makeup, as much skincare. I have a ton, so shop my stash. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Hope you'll join my family here on YouTube and subscribe. And without further ado, let's begin. And for primer, I'm using one that I haven't used for a long time. This is by Wet n Wild. This is the Water Drop Primer in Cucumber. Okay, so let's do that and just apply. This is a green tinted and it smells just like a cucumber. Cucumber was mixed with melon. This is the scent that I'm feeling. More of the cucumber and melon, not just cucumber. I don't know, the name is cucumber, the color is for cucumber, but I do smell a melon in it. So I just applied it like a moisturizer all over my face. For foundation, I'm using my Essence. This is the Stay All Day 16-hour long-lasting makeup in the shade 10 beige. And well, I'm kind of white, so I think it will be okay for me. Let's see. Okay, I took 2 pumps on the back of my hand. Let's try it, and of course I'm applying it with my damp sponge. This is the sponge by Nikkia Joy Cosmetics, which is starting to show signs of wear and tear. That means that in a short while I will have to change it, because when it starts to tear, and this is what I mean, I hope you can see that tears here in the sponge. That means bacteria is starting to grow inside the sponge. So I don't know how long I can still use it. We'll see. Oh, the color is okay. Yep, definitely okay. Even a bit dark, but a tiny bit. So it's weird because it used to be very light for me. I used to combine it together with the Revlon Candid, so that means I'm super white at this stage, I guess. Okay, so yeah, I love this foundation. This is very nice. Let's choose a concealer that I haven't chose for a long time, and I have my Kiko. This is the Skin Tone Concealer and the shade is 04. So I'm just applying it in the inner corner of my eye and a bit downwards towards the little bags under my eyes, like that. And I'm going back to my sponge and sponging it away, tapping. I think I can invent the tapping song. Something to pass on the time when I'm tapping. Okay, yeah, very nice. For base, I'm using this guy by Wet n Wild. This is the Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. So I'm just taking a tiny bit on the back of my hand. Well, not that tiny. Yeah, that's enough on the back of my hand, and I'm going to apply it with my finger, like I'm applying a cream to my eyelids. I don't know, there was a time that I really loved this primer, and I love it less now. That just goes to show that we can change our minds. Okay, powder. I'm using my Focallure Flawless Satin Powder in the shade Transparent. And let's take a bit to the lid. It's a white based powder. So I'm just going to take my huge brush and apply it. Tapping motions. And I already said I have to invent the tapping song. Tapping it all over my face. Like that. Don't smear with the powder, tap. If you smear everything is going on underneath. And now we can do brows because they're kind of, we can't really see them. And let's use this guy, the Brow Gel Cream by Focallure in the shade Chocolate. I think it's, no, it's not upside down. Yeah, it's okay. So this is it. And I'm taking an angle brush, if I find one. Yep, found it. And I'm just going to fill my brows and just fill them up and on right back. Well, that was really dry, I couldn't use it, so I used my e.l.f. Duo instead, and on top of it I'm applying this one by e.l.f. This is relatively new. This is called Shape and Stay Brow Pencil. This is clear, and I just apply it over the powder that I just applied. And now I'm taking a spoolie and combing my brows. Plus, if you like, you can keep them up. It's very trendy these days. Not my cup of tea, but trendy. So I have brows. Now let's bronze, and for bronzer I'm using my Kiko Milano. This is the Green Me bronzer in the shade 102 Warm Sienna. This is how it looks like. Well, it fell down, but nothing happened to it. So let's just bronze and warm my face, and I'll feel like I'm in Siena, Italy, which I'm dying to be. I think that my last trip in Italy, I wasn't in Siena, or I was in Siena. I think I was in Siena. Yeah. Siena is the place with the bulls, right? Well, I hope I'm not mistaken. That would be embarrassing. But I think I was. It was, I think, 2017. Or, yeah, 2017. I was in Italy. And that was a lot of fun. So I'm just adding. The best place was near Garda Lake, and we got a B&B that I loved so much. It was called, well, I'll probably be butchering the name if I'll say it, so Caccia del Cocchi or something like that. It was the best place ever. I loved it so much. Now let's blush with the e.l.f. Very nice family, very clean, very remote, quiet. There's a new swimming pool when we got there, and the food for breakfast was delicious, and I don't know, the atmosphere was a lot of fun. And if I could go back to that specific place now, I would have. I really would have. Let's highlight with this bifocal lure. This is the Sculpt Glow. Oh, I don't know, did I say that was I was I was mumbling. This was by ELF. This is the primer infused blush, so this is in the shade Always Cheeky. Now we're highlighting with this guy bifocal lure Sculpt and Glow in the shade 03. Let's take, this is how it looks like. Yeah, and I'm going to take my brush and just add some amazing highlight. Okay, look at that. This is gorgeous. Bit on my nose, and this is beautiful. Okay, I'm wearing the coral shirt today. I chose Juvia's Place Nubian 3 Coral palette. Yeah, definitely a coral palette, and of course I'm going to create a coral look, right? I mean, yeah. Okay. Let's start with this beautiful coral shade here. No names, so I'm just going to point out, and I'm taking it on my crease brush. And oh, I forgot the tone of fallout there is. Look at that. Look how much fallout. Totally forgot, haven't used it for a long time. But I do remember that the Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes are very pigmented. Yep, beautiful. Let's take a tiny bit more. So I'm applying it above my crease and tiny bit on the outer corner of my lid, like that. But the majority is above the crease or in the crease. Same on the other side. Let's try and do it like that, so you can really see what I'm doing. I wish that there were mirrors in the Juvia's Place palettes, but I don't think that they are. I have only one, but of course I've been watching other YouTubers showcase the eyeshadow palettes, and I don't remember that any of Juvia's Place had mirrors. I guess it's because they want to keep them as affordable as possible, and adding a mirror increases the price. Wow, look at that. This is beautiful. Okay, let's take a clean brush and a flat one. Yeah, I had to do that. And I'm going to take the darkest shade here, which is, let's swatch it first and see if it is as I remember. Okay, look at that. This is gorgeous. Very coppery. Very beautiful. Okay, this is as I remembered. So I just took a clean brush and I'm adding it to the outer corner of my eyelid. Just like that. This is beautiful. Why am I whispering? I don't know. I don't want a palette to hear how beautiful it is, so it won't fall down and break. Like it happened to me with some, well, there is a palette of Colourpop that I have, Blue Moon. That is the unluckiest palette in the world. It arrived and one shade was broken, or it fell down and one shade was broken. I don't remember, but I do remember that one shade was broken and then it fell and two other shades were broken. Yeah, so the most unluckiest palette. So this is why, because I really liked it and maybe I said too many praises for that palette and it broke down. Okay, let's take from the leftovers. I don't know, I'm just mumbling. Ooh, look how much fallout. God. Let's take a brush and brush it away. Oh, here no fallout. Oh, here I have fallout here. Okay, just took the brush. And I'm going to take the same brush and add to the lower lashes. And same on the other side. So it's very pigmented and it looks, wait, similar to the swatch on my hand. I hope you can see that. I love it. Okay, and for the inner corner, of course, I'm going to use, yeah, this shade here. And I'm going to take it on my finger and tap it to the inner corner. Wow, this is so pigmented. And you really don't have to work so hard to get a good look from this palette. I was really deliberating if to buy the Coral palette by Colourpop, but now that I see these beautiful coral shades here and remembering that I have this palette, kind of makes me don't want to buy another palette by Colourpop, because I already have coral shades. I mean, come on, look at that. Swatch it. Look at that. This is amazing shimmers and I love the end result, but I'm going to add a tiny bit of depth to the outer corner and go back to the flat brush and take this dark brown here, just a tiny bit, because I feel like I'm missing some depth. Tiny bit. Not a lot, just really, I don't want to ruin the beautiful bronze shade. Yeah, just tiny bit. Okay, this is it. Let's add some mascara. Yeah, let's add some mascara, and I have here my Essence Volume Stylist 18 hours. And let's pop in some mascara and I'll be right back. I'm back with mascara and this is the final eye look. I think it turned out beautifully, but I'm biased. And what a beautiful palette. This is my only palette by Juvia's Place, and that means that I need more palettes. Very high quality, very easy to use, and look at the results. I mean, amazing, really, really amazing. I don't know why I haven't used it for such a long time. Okay, let's take a liner. This is by Golden Rose Dream Lips lip liner in the shade 501. Just going to outline my lips, of course. And taking my Revlon, this is the Super Luscious lipstick in the shade 430, and this is a beautiful pink. And I'm just applying it like so. Be drying on my lips, so I'm going to add the lip oil by Colourpop. This is in the shade Local Time, just so I won't have such dry lips. Okay, I'm ready now. I think the look turned out beautifully. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, definitely. I love Shop My Stash time. This is amazing. I mean, I have so many good products. Why do I need to buy more? That's a good question. If you have a good reply for me, write it down in the comment section down below. Okay guys, if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Bye.